Hello, friends, and welcome to Artifact Adventure, episode 16. Now, you might remember when we last left off, we had just given the Crystal of Life to a citizen of town and turned him into some kind of crystal being who was trapped, basically, and in order to save him, we gave him a berry. He lost all of his memory. Probably not what he had wished for. Kind of feel like we screwed that guy over a little bit. But take a look up here. We have... Early this morning, we were attacked. Monsters got in and overtook the outpost. Oh, no. But there could be others. Our last resort is to set off the dynamite in the basement. Taking the monsters with us. Will you lend me your strength? Of course. So he's going to go upstairs to look for survivors. He'll fire off a blank. If you hear the shot, delay the detonation. Will you go downstairs for him? Sure, why not? Now, I make a mistake here. This is the key to the armory. If you find anything in there, it's yours. Set off the TNT. He's going to go upstairs and look for survivors. He's obviously hurt. Look at how slow this guy's going, by the way. He's obviously hurt. But I let him go up there, and I go down. I figure down's got to be the other direction. Now, I wish if I could go back in time, I would have gone to go look. Look at this attack, by the way. 1,394. This is the first time I've attacked with the bow on Healy. I'm like, wait a sec, did I see that right? 1,580. We should have been using bows the whole time. Oh my god, it's so good. I never noticed how much damage that bow is doing. Holy cow, man. Eat my shorts. Cowabunga. Other 90s slang. That is crazy damage. As I was saying, I should have gone up there to check on the guy. I didn't. I didn't go up and check on him. Now, I don't know if that actually makes a difference that I went down the stairs to the left instead of going to check upstairs on the right. But I should have gone upstairs. Everybody's dead. I check everything, of course. I check everything because you never know. Set off the dynamite and we're going to blow this place up. Maybe you can never come back here. So I check all the drawers. Check the front and the back. Why not? Anyway, this is the first place we're going to go today. You might have remembered in town, the guard had said, the watchtower to the north hasn't sent their report. I hope nothing's gone wrong. When we came in, the guy said it's been overrun by monsters. So obviously something's gone wrong. And I'm checking the backs of these, and I discover here you can actually open up these chests. I guess you call them like dressers from the back. So you don't need to check the front and the back of the dresser, to see if there's any items. You just have to check the actual block that they're sitting on. Front or back, doesn't matter. So we get some elixirs. It's a good thing I checked all of these because some of them do have treasure in them. So it's good to pick those things up while you can. At this point, I'm deciding who I should give these, things to and how everybody's stats are doing. The monsters that have overrun the place, not very difficult. In fact, a lot of them are just insects. We make it to the bottom. Here's our exit portal, Death's Gate. We have a choice, left or right. I go left. And here we have the TNT, the dynamite. Light the dynamite. I say no, because I haven't heard any blast from the guys saying there are survivors. I'm thinking maybe like there's a second part to this quest. Also, over here, we check the armory. And we find some really good stuff. Even though this area is pretty easy, there's actually some pretty good loot here. Soldier's helmet. Pretty good. It's 19 extra defense. That's pretty good. That's not so bad. End up moving on from the plated helmet. By the way, if you go over the stun arrow, there's Japanese still in the game here by attack. It says something in Japanese, and I can't read it. My Japanese reading is terrible. And it's been probably 10 years since I took that in class. But check this out. Stargazer's robe plus 53 defense. 53 defense! Are you kidding me? 53 defense! Turns out we were still wearing the commoner's garb. I was going to say commoner's robe. The commoner's clothes. We were still using the basic start of the game equipment. 31 levels. We've leveled up 30 times. We've gone to maybe, what, 7, 8, 9 towns? Still using the beginning armor. So I come over here now to check on this guy. But first, this was kind of a mistake. First, I go back to town because I think there might be a boss up there. I come back to town to heal and to tell this guard. I'm like, hey, there's something going on. You want to come help me? He's like, I haven't heard from the watchtower lately. Maybe there's something going on. Dude, I was just there, man. Come help me. Help me, bro. We can take on the watchtower together. Nope. I don't think so. We're also, running a little short on space. So I come in here, sell off some of the junk. Like, I've literally stolen, I guess not stolen because I was given the key. I've taken the items from the armory. Before I even help him, I'm like, I gotta go back to town and I gotta liquidate this stuff. I gotta see if what you're giving me is worth my time. Because if they ain't gonna liquidate, I ain't coming back. Nah, that's just this. I'll come back, I'll help you. But first, gotta, sell this stuff off, buy some healing items. We've been using a lot of them. Even though we're now in probably the final 20-25% of the game, still using healing herbs. Like, it's still like the primary way to heal is the medical herb. Or herb, if you prefer. Ridiculous. Really is ridiculous. And the sorting of the arrows. I haven't really been talking about it too much because we just got the bow. But the arrows kind of stack strange. Like, you have a stack equipped, and it goes from 15 to 14 to 13. Then if you go back in the inventory, and you don't do anything, you just look at the inventory, it re-equips the highest stack. And sometimes the stacks combine, but sometimes they don't. It's so strange. Anyway, time to go and help this guy out. And no response. He looks dead. Are you kidding me? Dude, you didn't even make it past the front door. Like, what the heck, man? Don't worry, I'll go upstairs and look for survivors. You go downstairs, I'll go upstairs. Dude, you didn't even make it to the stairs. Like, what's wrong with you? You should have left. What he should have said was, can you go upstairs and look for survivors? I'm going to go blow up the TNT and myself. In, like, suicide tower destruction thing. So there's nothing left to do here, I think. I light the fuse. Nothing happens. I'm like, slow down time. Something's going to happen. Something cool going to happen. Nothing happens. So I'm like, forget it. Let's just take Death's Path. I'm not going to walk out of here. Who knows how long it takes until the TNT blows. Turns out, we still can't help this guy. Buddy, I set the fuse. I'll take your corpse out. I'll bury you. I'll give you like a good Christian burial. Nope. Nope. I'll burn your ashes. Nope. Nope. And then... beautiful sound effects for that explosion. And the place is fine. Like, look at it. Nothing changed. But I'm going to go back in. Nope. Can't go back in. It looks like the building is going to collapse. It looks like the building is collapsing. You can't get back in at this point. You've activated some kind of key event. When you leave, as you'll see here, it's gone. It's gone. Like, it's poof. It's gone. And then there's nothing there anymore. So hopefully you got all the treasure. A little bit of fair warning. I keep going on. I keep progressing because I'm feeling pretty confident. I come to our second tower here, where there is a chilly flame. Burns bright blue, oddly cold. And the flame melts it's not even ice. It's like it melts the stone pillars. They could have retextured those pillars to be blue. If you're going to call it ice, texture it to be blue. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying. So, I don't know what's up with that, but every time you use it, it comes back. And then sure enough, there's one down here as well. You can only carry one. When you pick it up, it's gone. When you use it, it goes back. So I, of course, drop it and come back. Now, I'm going to go ahead and give you a warning here. This tower is a lot tougher than it looks. Because I'm cutting out all the battles. You don't see just how much we're getting our butt kicked. Get a stinger and an elixir of magic. And at this point, we're really taking a lot of heavy hits. Our character's HP is dropping. The random battles, I've mentioned it before, and I'll say it again for those of you who only, aspiringly watch different parts and aren't following the series front to back. The random battles in this game are easy, but they wear you down. They really do. You know, it's a quick burn. You got the purifying armor here. I spent a lot of time sifting through my inventory, so I speed it up a little, deciding if I want to use this. Protects you from poison and toxin, or if I want to keep the different armors, and I move stuff around. Because we're getting our butt kicked so bad. As I was saying, the random battles wear you down. It's a slow burn. It's a slow burn, but it does burn out. It does burn your characters out. And I, of course, have already lost track of where I've gone because my sense of direction. You might remember from the other tower with the quicksand maze. My sense of direction is terrible. Absolutely terrible. So I decide at this point it's time to get out. We start to die. You might have noticed Sham's now dead. He died in that last battle. You know, just a random hits. Just enemies that just, you know, they have higher speed. They attack 3 times. You know, maybe you get one down, the other 2 attack, and then you kill them on the next turn. But it's a slow burn. And here, it starts with an innocent acid rain combo. You know, it's the little things that get you. The hit everybody for small damage, the acid rain. We start to lose party members. Left, right, and center. We manage to clear this fight. Level ups are meaningless. They don't heal you. They're not meaningless. They're important long term, but they don't heal you. So at this point, I'm thinking that tower's pretty tough. We'll come back to it. Revive everybody. First, you revive your character that has the revival spell. Then you use the spell to revive the other character. It's much cheaper. You could pay the witch doctor to heal everybody up, or revive everybody, I should say. But it's more expensive. So just get the one guy up, then he brings everybody back with magic. GG. So at this point, I'm thinking the ice tower's a little too tough. You know, we could probably, if we go in, and I do this later, go in, not to the ice tower, but to other dungeons. Clear an area, go out, heal. Go in, clear a branch, go out, heal. Go in, clear another branch, go out, heal. And that's a legitimate strategy, you know, especially in a game like this. But it takes longer. It's not as fun to watch. So I decide to come back to that area. But first, we need to stock back up on arrows. Don't forget, if you're making the switch to bows, don't let your arrows run out. It's essential. You have to the bow won't work. And your character won't tell you. He'll be like, you want to attack? No problem. It's my turn. I can't attack. I'm out of arrows. Turn wasted. I could have been defending, but instead I'm going to do nothing. Ah, it's terrible. We also kind of take a peek here through our storage because we've been putting a lot of stuff in storage and it's kind of hard to keep track of all the stuff I'm selling versus the stuff I'm putting in storage. Stuff that looks unique, I try to put it in storage. Stuff you can buy, I try to sell. You know, long swords, you can buy those. I sell them. Frost shield, I haven't seen any place that sells them, so I put it in storage. Now, those of you who are keen watchers might have remembered when we first came to this region, there was an area down here, a graveyard, and somebody in town mentioned it. But if you go to the left, we have mountains, forests, and another Key of Time door. My favorite part of picking the Key of Time is coming to these places, checking out the 2 treasure chests, getting some story from these old, I don't know if you call them like sages or time watchers. Light, shield, and 8,000 gold. So the Key of Time is paid for itself in cool, rare, or unique items and money. The light shield, a perfectly white shield, big defensive bonus. Look at this defense, 179. More than twice as much as the closest character. So of course we're going to use that. We do lose out on our ice resistance with the flame shield. We were in the ice tower. It might make sense to keep that. I don't know. But let's talk to this guy. And I've slowed it down here so you can take some time and read what he has to say. not all people wished for the artifacts or for the Winged King's war, implying that the king is the one who caused the war. It's his war. He started it. It's for his ambitions. Which is interesting because you always hear about the Swamp King's evil plan. The Swamp King, well detested by the Winged King, was in fact a blessing to some. So the Swamp King might not be the evil man that you are led to believe from the beginning of the game. Which is interesting. You never actually hear about the Swamp King's side. But if only a few, there are some who owe their lives to the Swamp King. So the Swamp King might be like a protectorate of the poor, maybe a protectorate of the disenfranchised. It's kind of hard to know. But this guy is kind of painting a picture that maybe the Swamp King isn't so bad. If you seek to slay Swamp King, you will kill those few people as well. So perhaps the Swamp King's life energy or something is sustaining the life of the people he saved. The artifacts and the poison from beyond the skies. As we know from talking to previous old wise men in different temples of time, the two are linked. One cannot exist without the other. Just accept it. I know that there's some kind of, suspend your disbelief, but you need one to have the other. They serve as a test to find if humanity can resist the lure of power. Should they fail, the poison is punishment. So, the relics in and of themselves aren't causing the poison, which is kind of what I was thinking before. The poison actually comes from humans, from humanity, and their inability to resist the lure of power. Power tempts people. People create the toxin. And lastly, please know this. My knowledge was not entrusted by the Winged King. So you think like you're picking the key of time. The Winged King must know about these guys. He gives you the choice to take the relic, or not the relic, the key, to enter these shrines. But the king didn't put the people here. I too was saved from the other realm, which probably means from death, by the Swamp King. So the Swamp King actually saved these historians, basically, these people that know the history behind the relics and the toxin. It was the Swamp King that gave you the tools to learn the truth. And so I am bound to give this knowledge to you, the one who would slay the Swamp King. So the Swamp King bound these people's life to the shrines with the sole purpose of telling you the truth. So that's kind of interesting. You know, it's a interesting take on it. Now we've opened up all the doors except door number 3. I still have no idea where they're usually in the right order. And we also have the middle door, which I'm guessing holds the sword, which you might remember door number 7 told us about the sword. Not made from relics, capable of, drawing on the hope and power of humanity without relical power. Relic-based power. Anyway, we come in here. We've been here before. I check all of these because of our experience in the town on the coast. Remember, Joe's pistol was hiding behind a grave there? So with the graves, maybe you have to check the front and back, because we checked the front, we didn't find Joe's pistol. We checked the back and we found it. Talk to this guy. You may not go any farther. Screw you, old man. I do what I want. I'm the hero. A few days ago, so it's quite a while, a girl went into the graveyard. Then the dead started rising and attacking people. Also, have you noticed the P's are always capital P's? Apparently, the girl had some sort of artifact with her. Is that like the font always makes the P's capital? Because I feel like these P's are floating a little high for lowercase p's. Maybe the font doesn't allow for any letter to hang below, and that's why it looks that way. The artifact must give her the power to animate the dead. Perhaps. Now, I find that old men are usually not trustworthy. if something isn't done soon, things are going to get a lot worse. It's not you, old man. I'm just saying, usually old men, in this game, I don't know. But we're going to go check it out all the same. And there are a lot of graves here. So I'm not checking all these. Are you kidding me? There's probably some treasure here hidden away behind these. Come to talk to the girl. We get attacked. Now I was thinking crap, this girl attacked us. Actually, this is just a random battle. And this is to show you the enemy types that we're going to be fighting here. It's a lot of these two groups, or these two enemies in different groups. The hypno bombs put you to sleep. Huge pain. The eyes can make you dizzy. If I remember, I think it's dizzy. They also wake you up if they hit you, so that's cool. You don't have to worry about getting the crap kicked out of you while you sleep. And this girl says a lot of interesting things and opens up a new quest for us, so let's talk to her. You must be pretty strong to have made it this far. Oh, no, that's what I hear. A lot stronger than I thought I was. Perfect. You're just in time to help me. Who said anything about helping you? Sprinkle this holy water on each of the 3 incense burners. To the north, east, and west. I usually think northwest and east. Or west, northeast. Left to right. North, east, and west. So she's got some holy water. She wants us to put it on incense burners. So far, it seems pretty legit. Nothing here seems a little off. If you do so, the artifact will stabilize. And the uprising will end. So, if the artifact is stable, the dead will stop rising, is what she's trying to say here. If you can help me out with this, I'll give you the artifact as a reward. Holy crap, so we can get the artifact. This artifact that allows you to, according to the old man, bring back the dead. Will you help me? Now, I'm not sure. It kind of sounds a little fishy, but I say yeah. What can I say? I'm a yes man. In this game, I almost always say yes. Please take this holy water and sprinkle some on each of the 3 incense burners, one to the north, one to the east, one to the west, as she said already. So this is another and it sounds like it's going to be a pretty big quest. 3 areas of the dungeon. The artifact appears about to break at any moment. So you can't just take the artifact, because it's on the verge of collapse here. So I decide to help her. I tell her yes, but I'm going to go ahead and save that for the next time. So first off, thank you so much for watching. Appreciate it a ton. Like the video if this is something you're interested in. Feel free to subscribe for more content like this in the future. Scroll down below, check out a link to the store page where you can buy this game. It's worth the asking price. There's a lot of content here. Feel free to check out my Patreon page if that's something you're interested in doing as well. And until next time, friends, do me a favor and stay classy, and I'll see you then.